What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today I've got a video to talk to you about success in tournament fishing and how it leads to more success. I'm going to pre-fish right now for the BFL Super Tournament, and it just kind of brings back memories. You know, every year I've been in different situations going into this tournament, but the most familiar situation is back in 2017. I was leading the points, really hopeful to win my first Angler of the Year title in the BFL Great Lakes Division. And this year I find myself in a similar situation. I'm leading the points, got a good margin, but this time it's a lot different. And the reason why it's different this time is because last time I did win Angler of the Year. I got it done back in 2017, like I mentioned. Had a really awesome season that year. Took a win and got 4 top 10s and just basically had the best season of my life. Fishing really well. I was fishing free. I was having fun. Didn't have anxiety at all about any of my decisions. But what I did have was a pressure to perform. That led to some decisions that I made that maybe if I was in the position then, or if I was in the position now that I was then, I would maybe make different decisions. And a lot of that's due to what I've already done and now having a better boat, etc. What I'm talking about is on day one of that super tournament last year, I had a plan, or not last year, 2017. I had a plan that I was going to lock down to pool 9 and catch 16 to 17 pounds of largemouth, come back up and finish the day on pool 8 and hopefully work my way up to a big bag. And I had one really good spot on my way down to pool 9. If nobody was on it, I was gonna fish it and then go down. Well, I fished it, caught big bass of the tournament on basically my first cast of the day, proceeded to catch 18 pounds off the spot. So then my strategy changed. I said, no longer going to pool 9, I've got 18 pounds. I'm gonna just go right back and fish right by the takeoff for the rest of the day because I had a very untrustworthy boat. So I made it back to takeoff, weighed in. I was in 3rd place after day 1 with 18.2, which I thought I'd be leading by a lot. So the fishing was really good that tournament. So it was a little bit of a miscalculation on my part. Should have kept fishing, should have tried to upgrade some more to try to get up over 19 pounds. Anyway, day 2, fast forward to day 2, and I still had the same plan. I'm gonna start on that spot again, and if I do good enough, I'm not gonna go to 9 because I don't wanna risk breaking down on pool 9, not being able to get back, not sealing the Angler of the Year title, etc., etc. The thing is mathematically, I had already sealed the Angler of the Year title. I kind of knew that in my head going into the morning, but I didn't really want to believe it. I didn't want it to influence my decision, so I said, I got to fish this tournament as if I'm still have to win Angler of the Year today. And I think that was a mistake. The mistake I made was feeling like I needed to go out and catch a modest bag and make sure that I made it in. So what I did was I went and started on that spot. I caught 14 pounds there, and that was to me enough where, shoot, I could possibly win today if the weights are tougher. You know, I have like 32 pounds for 10 fish, which in the past has won the super tournament by a lot. It usually takes between 29 and a half and 31 pounds to win the super tournament. So I'm like, man, I already got 32, so maybe I should just be conservative and make sure I get back because I could potentially win this tournament. I ended up calling up to 15.9, made it back, and I maintained my 3rd place position. It ended up taking 37 pounds to win that tournament, which is I'm pretty sure it's a super tournament record for the Great Lakes Division. But anyway, today's Cade Laufenberg, in the position that I'm in, if I was in that position on day 2, I would have gone to pool 9. I would have thrown it all out there on the table, taken every risk that was necessary to try to catch a 20-pound bag on day 2 and just try to stomp on the throat of the competition. Because why not? I mean, Angler of the Year was sealed up, and the worst that could have happened was I break down and I'm still going to get a check, you know. But that's what I'm talking about when we're talking about compounding success and how it makes you a better fisherman, and it leads to bigger successes because you take bigger risks, you make decisions that you couldn't make if you didn't have that already in your belt. You know, back then I was running a 99 Champion with a 2001 Mercury Optimax. The thing was nothing but problems for me. I did not want to risk locking down to pool 9 and then breaking down and not only missing out on a top 3 finish, but also potentially missing out on my first Angler of the Year title. So yeah, the risk was too great. But at this point, I've gotten those top 10s. I've gotten that Angler of the Year title. If I break down and don't get back, my life is going to keep going. You know, it'll be a real big bummer to lose out on those opportunities, but it's not going to be the end of the world for me because I do have that accomplishment already. And it's the same thing at the professional level. You see these guys, they get their first win, and all of a sudden they start winning more tournaments. They start doing crazier things. Like Hank Cherry wins the Bassmaster Classic. And all of a sudden he's like the most laid-back guy, the most confident guy, and he wins another Bassmaster Classic. And now next year they're going to Hartwell, and he's going to have a great chance to win another Bassmaster Classic. These are things that just compound, and you can kind of manifest it to happen once you start to understand it. Basically, you just need to have some success and then feed off of that success. It's a combination between momentum, different levels of taking risk, and confidence. Those are the 3 things that the big ingredients that create the storm where you can get on like this big successful push and win a bunch of tournaments and have high finishes. So whether you're fishing at the club level or the BFL level or the Bassmaster Opens level, doesn't matter. Start with a piece of success, something that you can hang your hat on. Say you won a club tournament last weekend. Now what are you going to do about that? Are you going to go out and fish another club tournament and just win another club tournament? You could do that, and you know, there's a lot to be proud of in winning your club. But you can also take that success and now say, hey, I achieved this level. I won my club. Now I'm going to sign up for a BFL. And you have to also be realistic and recognize that sometimes the levels of achievement don't translate exactly. So just because you won a club tournament doesn't mean that you're now going to win a BFL, but you might cash a check in a BFL and make that your new goal. So you won a club tournament, now you cash a check in a BFL. You're feeling really good, feeling confident because you're checking off these boxes. Next BFL, you make a top 10, and then you win a BFL. Now you're ready to take that success and go fish a Toyota Series tournament or a Bassmaster Open. And again, you're not expecting to go win your first Bassmaster Open, though it could happen, but you might hang your hat on a top 40. You got a check in a Bassmaster Open. Or maybe you bombed the first day and you didn't get a check at all, but you caught 20 pounds on the second day and you felt like you figured something out for next time. It doesn't matter if you get a win or a check, whatever it might be. It's all about working those levels and reaching those goals at the level that you're at. And that's how you manufacture new successes. So I hope you can kind of take something away from this video and learn that you just need to start somewhere and build off of it and just maintain a level of confidence that's going to help you achieve your goals. This weekend, I've got a 59-point lead in the AOI for this super tournament. And the biggest thing is I just need to finish in the top 30 to pretty much lock it up. So it is an interesting conundrum for me. Part of me wants to just stay on pool 8, go out there and catch me 15 pounds and seal it up. But the other part of me says I want to win this tournament too. So we'll see. You know, I'm in a different position right now. You know, I've won Angler of the Year and I've got some top 10s. So maybe I'll just try to go for the win. I have not won the super tournament yet. And I think if I could go get a win at this super tournament, that would be a lot of momentum going into the Bites 95 Championship, which is it's 2 weeks from now. And then the BFL Regional down at Lake Ouachita. So AOI, big deal. But winning a tournament, the momentum that could give me going into the regional might be bigger. So we're looking to get that win one way or another, whether we got to stay on pool 8 to get it done or maybe make a trip through a lock or two. But I'll bring you the results. I'll let you know how it goes. So far, practice has been going pretty well. A lot of fish are moving. They're getting fat real quick. The water temperature is still a little warm for this time of year. It's in the mid-60s. But the fish seem to know, based on the length of days and the shad migration, they know that it's fall. And it's river's about to blow up right now. So I'm super excited, and the weight should be pretty high. And I'll keep you updated on how it goes and let you know after the tournament what I did to catch my fish. So thanks for following along. Let me know what you think in the comments, and like and subscribe. See you later.